The double Olympic gold medalist and the first fighter in the four-belt era to win undisputed titles in 3 weight classes, returning to the UK for the first time since London 2012.
The crowd roared with anticipation as the arena lights dimmed slightly, drawing every eye to the center of the ring. This was more than a boxing match. It was a statement. Claressa Shields, the self-proclaimed GWOAT greatest woman of all time, was stepping into the ring again, this time facing Ema Kozin, an undefeated Slovenian fighter with power, toughness, and determination. The stage was set for one of the most talked-about bouts in women's boxing history. From the opening bell, Shields came out sharp, controlled, and lightning fast. Her footwork was electric, gliding across the canvas like it was second nature. Kozin, meanwhile, held a high guard, trying to close the distance, trying to find her rhythm. But rhythm was difficult to find when Shields dictated the tempo with every jab, every pivot, every feint. By round 1, it was clear. Claressa wasn't here just to win. She was here to dominate. With sniper-like accuracy, Shields peppered Kozin with fast combinations. Jab, right hand, left hook, uppercut. The sequence flowed effortlessly. Her speed was on another level.
Kozin's doing the right thing. She's coming in, she's trying to make it work, but you can see Claressa's looking for that backhand shot to time her coming in. The problem Kozin has, she's a southpaw, but she's not a normal southpaw. She stands square on, she falls in, she reaches in and leans in, which is going to play into someone as talented as Claressa's hands.
A couple of right hands to the body already from Claressa Shields, and Michaela was saying that could be the target. She wants the stoppage, and then she wants Savannah.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Claressa here throwing lots of feints. She's trying to set traps. She's trying to see what Kozin's going to do. She's really very much a thinking fighter. Nice straight right hand there from her.
Her reflexes razor sharp. Kozin, tough as nails, absorbed the punishment and kept pressing forward. She wasn't backing down. But Shields was in her zone, calculating, adjusting, commanding. Midway through round 2, the crowd could feel the energy shift. Shields landed a clean right hand that snapped Kozin's head back. The audience gasped. It wasn't just the power, it was the precision. Kozin reset and fired back, showing heart and grit. But Shields slipped the punches and countered beautifully, showcasing elite-level defensive skills paired with an offensive arsenal that few in women's boxing could match. Rounds 3 and 4 became a masterclass. Shields was now mixing up her punches, going to body, then back to the head. She wasn't just throwing combinations. She was creating angles, turning Kozin, using lateral movement, constantly forcing Kozin to reset. Every time Kozin looked to mount an offense, she was met with a wall of speed and accuracy. But credit where credit's due. Kozin had a granite chin and a warrior spirit. She never backed off, never stopped throwing. Even when Shields landed clean, Kozin didn't wilt. She absorbed the blows and kept coming, hoping to land something big that could turn the tide. In round 5, Shields began to taunt, not out of disrespect, but out of confidence. A subtle...
And, you know, you see the styles difference, and she's so calm, she's so cool. Kozin's a bit jerky, she's trying to rush it. You know, it's a big chance, but you can just see Shields, what she's doing. She's targeting the body, she's targeting that right hook around the side. You know, it's just different in levels at the moment.
Yeah, that right hook around the side is the shot she's looking for. She's trying to set it up at the minute. She's throwing the right hands down the middle, but you can see the right hook. She tried it in the first round a few times, didn't quite get there, but I think that is the shot that she's going to look to try and take Kozin out with.
What Shields doing, she's poking her left jab out. She's waiting for Kozin to use her lead hand to drop her hand down, and that just leaves herself open for that right hook.
Shoulder roll here, a smile there, even a glance at the crowd after landing a clean punch. Claressa was in full control. She was putting on a show. Ema Kozin, however, refused to be broken. Though she was behind on the cards, she kept pressing, trying to cut off the ring, trying to get inside, and rough Shields up. But that's where Claressa's clinch work and strength came in. Whenever Kozin tried to get close, Shields tied her up, spun her around, or shoved her off with power. The physicality was evident. Claressa wasn't just faster. She was stronger, too. Round 6 saw Shields slow the pace slightly, conserving energy, picking her shots even more carefully. But that didn't mean she let off the gas. She landed a beautiful 1-2 combination that sent sweat flying off Kozin's head. The crowd reacted again, oohs and ahs echoing through the arena. Despite being hit cleanly over and over, Kozin kept fighting. She tried to bully her way in, to rough up Shields, but every time she committed, she was met with blazing fast counters. Shields was landing nearly at will now. Uppercuts in close, body shots that thudded against...
I've always said, if I had caught him in his prime, I would have knocked him out. But I'm 99.9% sure I wouldn't have landed a glove on him. He was that good. He's an amazing fighter.
I love your honesty, Enzo. That's brilliant. He was. There was a period, wasn't there, when he was absolutely untouchable. Can he...
Kozin's ribs and sharp jabs that snapped her head back. Round 7 was arguably Shields' most dominant. She barely got touched. It was like watching a boxing symphony. Footwork, movement, combinations, defense. Everything working in harmony. Shields looked untouchable. A brilliant left hook right hand combination drew more cheers. She was putting on a clinic. Yet, through it all, Kozin showed heart. She never stopped trying. Even in the face of a one-sided battle, she was relentless. It was the kind of toughness that commands respect. But toughness alone wasn't enough to deal with someone of Shields' caliber. By the time round 8 rolled around, fans and commentators alike were already discussing whether Shields was the most skilled female boxer of her generation. Her timing, her ring IQ, her composure, all on display. Kozin landed a few body shots in close.
Everything she does is a reaction, and Shields is going to counter them reactions every time.
And there was a slight question mark about how she'd be after the return from MMA, where she had a win and a...
Right docks. And like I said, Kozin's going to be in trouble unless she ups her game.
Claressa Shields, John David Jackson in there, former excellent fighter, and you could just see in that opening round, Claressa Shields has the coolness and the authority. And what Hannah Rankin said when she fought her, you don't know where the shots are coming from.
But nothing significant. Shields shook them off and responded with sharper, cleaner punches. Round 9 was more the same. Shields still looked fresh, still sharp. Kozin was bruised but unbroken. Shields kept the pressure on, not necessarily looking for the knockout, but clearly making a statement. This wasn't just about winning. It was about proving a point to the world, to every doubter, to every critic. And then came round 10, the final round. The crowd stood on their feet, applauding both women. For Shields, it was about closing the show. For Kozin, it was about survival and pride. Shields didn't coast. She kept throwing, kept moving, kept dazzling. Kozin kept swinging back. She ate a few hard shots, but stayed upright until the final bell. As the bell rang, the fighters touched gloves in mutual respect. Shields raised her hands, confident. Kozin, battered but proud, acknowledged the crowd. It was a one-sided fight, yes, but it was also a testament to toughness, heart, and elite skill. The scorecards weren't a mystery. Unanimous decision, all in favor of Claressa Shields. The judges saw what everyone else.
Not for the decision, which we know, Enzo, is going to be fully in favor of Claressa, but the aftermath, because Savannah sits patiently at ringside. I'm sure they'll be together soon.
Yes, I don't know whether it's going to be inside the ring, outside the ring, but I'm sure Savannah's going to try and confront her and speak a bit of truth to her, and Claressa's not going to hold them out. So to be honest, I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm looking forward to the fight. I'm looking forward to the little talk after it as well. For me, though, I think Claressa's going to be unhappy with that performance. I think she really wanted a stoppage. I think she tried a little bit too hard at times.
It's standards, isn't it, Enzo? I mean, you know, she was absolutely dazzling skill-wise from start to finish, but there's all that pressure and expectation that, you know, you're going to go on and do whatever you want in a ring. Ema Kozin toughed it out, and yeah, you might be right. She might have tried a bit too hard for that stoppage, but it was a good performance. It was a really good performance.
Brilliant performance, you know. It was, for me, to see her up close, the way she moves her feet, the way she moves her head, the way she sets her traps, the way she feints. You know, it was great to see someone who loves this boxer. But yes, I think she wanted to impress a little bit too much.
Sometimes with great fighters, it's just really a privilege, isn't it, to be so close at ringside. We remember when Vasily Lomachenko came over, and Luke Campbell was so good that night, but Lomachenko just a step in front, and you see things, don't you? The clever, clever fighters.
This championship action goes the distance, and we go to our judges for the decision. All three judges, Mark Lyson, Phil Edwards, and Terry O'Connor, see about the same, 100 to 90, 100 to 90, 100 to 90. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, your WBC, WBA, and IBF female middleweight champion of the world, the greatest woman of all time, Claressa Shields!
Claressa Shields retains her WBC, IBF, and WBA